Did you know that Morocco is not only one of the wealthiest nations in Africa, but it's also one of the fastest-growing economies in the world? But what makes this country so unique and successful? First, Morocco is a beautiful country in North Africa, bordering the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. It's a country with a rich history and culture and a major hub for trade between Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. Not long ago, Morocco was a French colony, and after achieving its independence in the mid-20th century, its economy was in ruins. But a few decades later, it's an advanced economy. So, how did Morocco become so wealthy? Well, stick around to learn more. And hey, don't forget to like, share, and comment down below. Let's get started. Okay, let's take a step back in time for a minute. Morocco has a fascinating history. For starters, Morocco has been inhabited since prehistoric times. Over the years, it's been ruled by various empires and dynasties, including the Phoenicians, the Romans, the Arab Caliphate, and the French. These groups left their mark on the country, shaping its culture, architecture, and traditions. But let's fast forward to the modern era. In the 1950s, Morocco gained independence from France and became a sovereign nation. Since then, the country has undergone significant economic development, focusing on modernizing its infrastructure, diversifying its economy, and promoting international trade. Natural resources. First up, we have phosphates. Now, I know what you're thinking, phosphates? What the heck are those? Well, let me tell you, they're a big deal. Morocco has some of the largest reserves of phosphates in the world, which it mines and exports to countries all over the globe. Morocco is the largest exporter of phosphates in the world, accounting for over a third of global production. And you know what they say, where there's phosphates, there's money. But that's not all. Morocco is rich in minerals like lead, zinc, and copper. And let's not forget about its agricultural resources. Economic policies. One of the big ones is privatization. Back in the 1990s, Morocco started selling off state-owned businesses to private investors. This helped to create a more competitive business environment, which in turn led to increased efficiency and productivity. It also allowed the government to focus its resources on other areas, like infrastructure and education. Another key policy has been trade liberalization. Morocco has been working hard to open up its economy to the world by reducing tariffs and other barriers to trade. This has helped to attract foreign investment and create new business opportunities. In fact, Morocco has signed free trade agreements with a number of countries, including the United States and the European Union. Speaking of foreign investment, that's another area where Morocco has been making big strides. The government has created a number of incentives to encourage foreign companies to invest in the country, including tax breaks, streamlined regulations, and access to resources like land and labor. And it's paid off. Foreign direct investment in Morocco has grown significantly in recent years, reaching over $3 billion in 2019. Agriculture. Agriculture is hugely important to Morocco's economy, employing around 40% of the population and accounting for a significant chunk of the country's GDP. But it's not just about traditional farming practices. In recent years, Morocco has been working hard to modernize its agriculture sector, using technology and innovative techniques to increase productivity and output. One big area of focus has been water management. Morocco is a dry country with limited water resources. But through a combination of new irrigation systems, better water conservation techniques, and increased investment in water infrastructure, the country has been able to boost crop yields and improve the efficiency of its agriculture sector. Another area where Morocco has been making big strides is in the use of technology. From precision farming to advanced pest management techniques, the country has been using cutting-edge tools and methods to maximize crop yields and minimize waste. And it's paying off. According to the World Bank, agricultural productivity in Morocco has increased by 50% over the past decade. But it's not just about productivity. Morocco has also been working to ensure that its agriculture sector is sustainable and environmentally friendly. The government has launched a number of initiatives to promote organic farming and reduce the use of harmful chemicals and pesticides. Industry. In recent years, Morocco has been making big strides in the manufacturing and industry sectors. The country has been investing heavily in infrastructure, such as new ports and airports, which has helped to attract foreign investment and encourage the growth of local businesses. One big success story has been the automotive industry. In recent years, several major car manufacturers, including Renault and Peugeot, have set up plants in Morocco, attracted by the country's skilled workforce, competitive labor costs, and favorable business environment. Today, the automotive industry is one of the biggest employers in the country, accounting for around 10% of Morocco's total exports. But it's not just about cars. Morocco has also been investing in other areas of industry, such as textiles, electronics, and aerospace. The country's skilled workforce and strategic location, at the crossroads of Europe, Africa, and the Middle East, have helped to make it an attractive destination for foreign investment in these sectors. And the results speak for themselves. According to the World Bank, Morocco's industrial production has grown by an average of 3.5% per year over the past decade, and the country has been consistently ranked as one of the top performers in terms of business climate and ease of doing business in the region. Tourism. Tourism is one of the key drivers of Morocco's economy, contributing around 8% of the country's GDP and providing jobs for hundreds of thousands of people. And it's not hard to see why. Morocco is a beautiful country with a rich history and culture, and there is no shortage of amazing sights and experiences for visitors to enjoy. From the bustling markets of Marrakesh to the tranquil beaches of Agadir, Morocco has something for everyone. The country is home to several UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including the Medina of Fez and the ancient Roman ruins of Volubilis, which attract thousands of visitors each year. But it's not just about the historical and cultural attractions. Morocco has also developed its infrastructure to cater to tourists. The country has invested heavily in new airports, high-speed trains, and modern hotels and resorts, making it easier and more comfortable for visitors to explore all that Morocco has to offer. And it's paying off. Tourism has been growing steadily in Morocco over the past few decades, with the number of visitors reaching a record high of over 12 million in 2018. In fact, tourism has become such an important part of the economy that the government has set a target of attracting 20 million visitors per year by 2020. International trade. Morocco's strategic location at the crossroads of Europe, Africa, and the Middle East has made it a hub for international trade. The country has strong trade relationships with its neighbors, including Europe and the United States, as well as with other countries in Africa and the Middle East. Morocco's top exports include phosphates, agricultural products, textiles, and electronics. The country has also invested in developing its renewable energy sector, which has increased its exports of solar panels and wind turbines. Over the past decade, Morocco's total trade has grown significantly, from $76 billion in 2010 to over $100 billion in 2020. This growth has been fueled by increased exports, particularly in the agricultural and manufacturing sectors. In terms of its ranking in international trade in Africa, Morocco has consistently been among the top countries. As of 2021, Morocco is the 5th largest economy in Africa and the 60th largest economy in the world. And that's it, folks. We've explored the fascinating story of how Morocco became one of the wealthiest nations in Africa. From its rich history to its abundant natural resources, modern agriculture, growing manufacturing and industry sectors, flourishing tourism industry, and strategic international trade relationships, Morocco has taken a multifaceted approach to economic growth and development. However, there are still challenges to overcome, such as income inequality, corruption, and unemployment. But the Moroccan government is committed to tackling these issues and building a brighter future for all its citizens. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Have a good day or night.